Men don't want to help women.
And what specific topic is this video going to be about?
Here, but I'm generally speaking about why do men have a hard time helping women?
They don't have a hard time helping women, but they've been told to leave women alone.
Something that I have observed not only in my personal life, but literally in the outside world, because I'm a watcher. Men will stand there. The women will have all the bags, the kids, the suitcases, the luggage. She'll be doing everything, and he's just standing there.
I wonder, did she ask for help?
They'll just be standing there, like just watching the woman suffer as if it brings them some kind of pleasure. From my perspective, it looks like that because I'll just be looking and I'm just like, anybody would help that woman right now. Why are you just standing there? Y'all are the men.
I guess some women do need men after all, if for nothing more than to carry heavy objects. But I guess one didn't take into consideration that a lot of men stopped helping women because whenever they do, many times they're often told that they're not doing it right, they're doing it wrong, and the woman will just redo it anyway after making the man feel about 1 inch tall. Gee, I can't.
So what's it supposed to be? Do we step in and help? Or do we stand back and let them prove how independent they are? The message is confusing as hell. 1 minute it's all about strength and freedom, the next it's complaints and calls for support when reality gets heavy. Isn't this exactly what feminists have been demanding for decades? Equal rights, equal treatment, equal responsibility. Well, here it is, so let's not backtrack now. Independence doesn't mean cherry-picking the perks and ducking the burdens. It means carrying the full weight, even when it's uncomfortable.
I just watched this guy stand with his hands on his hips, watching a woman struggle to lift and carry a kayak. He didn't even so much as flinch to offer any assistance, just stood there watching. And we wonder why women would rather just do life on their own.
This is the problem. Women want to proclaim that they are independent and don't need men, but then they will hate on men for letting them be independent. I was raised to break my back instead of letting a woman do this. But in today's society, with how much women want to be independent for men and how much they talk about not needing a man, how are you going to blame men that decide not to help? I'm sure a lot of these men that were willing to help in the past were also yelled at or berated by women for helping them. She claims to be independent. I will let her show her independency. Like I said, I would never do this. I would never allow my wife to do this. But this explains why some men just don't care anymore.
Now that men have pulled back and started giving the same energy they've been getting, women are suddenly outraged. The reality is simple. Guys are finished pouring time, money, and effort into women who show zero respect in return. Independence isn't just a slogan, it carries weight, and that weight is finally being felt. Men have stepped aside, and the fallout is hitting hard. Modern women are finding out the lesson the tough way. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this shift isn't stopping.
Women are going crazy, guys, because they can't figure out why you're not going up to them anymore. Guys' eyes are wide open now, right? They're wide open. And they're starting to say, well, you know what? I used to think it was worth it for me to just put myself out there all the time because, you know, I wanted to take a girl out. But now I'm realizing you got the gold diggers, you got the women who want the free meal, you got the women who expect me to do everything, but in return want to do nothing. You got women who are saying, what do you bring to the table? But when you ask them, they get insulted. You got women who don't, you can't even talk. You talk about, you know, oh, yeah, you had 400 boyfriends before and you slept with all of them. You know, they get defensive. Maybe I just don't need to pursue women right now at all. That's what's happening. And I'm not saying that's good, by the way, because ultimately I'm someone who believes in, you know, men and women complementing each other when men are in their masculine and women are in their feminine and coming together and making a big, beautiful family. But this is the reality that's happening right now. And I understand why. Guys have had enough. So ladies, you want it to change? Instead of making a stupid TikTok video and complaining about it. Act different. Act different. Look at your life and say, am I prioritizing stuff that guys don't give a lick about? And then complaining that they don't give a lick about me? Have some self-reflection in the game. Is my attitude shitty? Did I make 4 TikTok videos, ripping on a guy the other day that I went out with, and now other guys are looking at that saying, oh, I'm not going to be, I'm not getting in line for this one. Self-reflect instead of bitching about it. Oh, well, he doesn't want me because he doesn't appreciate a woman who makes a salary.
This isn't bitterness, it's common sense. Why waste time or resources on women who sneer at men, belittle them, or flat out admit they're only around for what they can drain? Why gamble your peace of mind, your bank account, and your future, knowing the risks of divorce courts, alimony, and child support, on someone who offers nothing close to equal return? Protecting yourself isn't hate, it's survival. Respect is earned, not owed, and partnership only works when both bring value.
I'm gonna see if I can plug it in. Oh my God.
Can you just tell me real quick? I'm just asking as a man, you just tell me.
I didn't choose to tell you to have that baby.
No, but why a woman have to help? Why
Listen,
can't
I
you
didn't tell you to have that baby.
That's that way, but you're a whole man, you can't help me.
Maybe like that. I'm gonna see if I can plug it in. Oh my God.
Can you just tell me real quick? I'm just asking as a man, you just tell me.
I didn't choose to tell you to have that
No,
baby.
but why a woman have to help? Why
Listen,
can't
I
you
didn't tell you to have that baby.
That's that way, but you're a whole man, you can't help me.
You need to take the help. She helped.
Why the tears now? If he doesn't want to step in, that's his choice, and it's completely fair. You're not owed his effort or his grind just because it benefits you. Acting like his time, money, or energy automatically belongs to you is entitlement, plain and simple. Grow up and face it. No man is obligated to carry your load. Respect his decision. Handle your own responsibilities and stop expecting handouts masked as help.
Nothing will make me lose respect for a man faster than to be in the presence of a man and he see me struggling as a woman, or see any woman struggling, and he won't even take his hands out of his pockets or lift his hands to help a lady. Zero respect for men like that. I was just now in a setting struggling to lift an office chair that was really heavy, to get it from one place to the next place, and I had to lift it and carry it a short distance. 2 men stood by in executive positions and watched me struggle to lift that chair, and watched me struggle to carry that chair to where it needed to be, to return it to it was a very short distance back to its proper place. Zero respect. I have zero respect for men who will watch a woman struggle. If men will stand by and watch you struggle, even in lifting a chair, they will stand back and watch you struggle in other areas of your life. When it comes to women, children, and senior citizens, I have a soft place in my heart for those 3 populations, because they are the weakest populations on the face of the earth. To watch a senior citizen, a woman, or a child struggle, and as a man you do nothing, I have zero respect for any man who will watch a woman struggle and do nothing to help her. It says volumes about your character. Volumes.
This is hypocrisy on full display. For years, women shouted about being powerful, independent, and not needing men for anything. They demanded total equality, insisted on being treated exactly like men, and even ridiculed men for stepping up, labeling it sexist or patronizing. That was the energy they put out into the world. But now, suddenly the story flips. The same voices that mocked masculinity and rejected traditional roles are whining that men are less respectable when they don't rush in as protectors or providers. Which one is it? You can't spend decades tearing down chivalry, calling masculinity toxic, and celebrating the dismissal of men's roles, then turn around and demand the benefits of those same roles when it's convenient.
Right, but if you're a man and you watch me struggle to put my carry-on in the overhead compartment and you don't offer to help, jail. What is wrong with you?
I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Just immediately goes to shaming. That's hilarious. It's like when these women don't get their way with men in general, whether it's in relationships or they don't help them move their air conditioner, the only logical explanation for these women is that they just must be intimidated. It's like their go-to response. Man doesn't want to date me, but he's intimidated. Man doesn't want to help me move my air conditioner, he's intimidated. The arrogance and entitlement. Crazy.
This is entitlement at its finest. Women spent years shouting about strength, independence, and being just as capable as men. Yet the moment a guy doesn't rush over to lift something, it suddenly gets spun into, he must be intimidated. The irony is almost laughable. They fought for equality, but still expect men to play the old roles whenever it suits them. Men don't owe anyone proof of strength, respect, or effort just to feed that narrative. You can't dismantle masculinity, dismiss traditional roles, then act shocked when men decide to stop filling them. Demanding automatic help while bragging about superiority is the definition of hypocrisy. This double standard is exactly why men keep their distance, because no matter how they act, it's twisted against them. Independence was the goal, now it comes with reality attached.
If we being completely honest, the reason why niggas don't be quick to help the IG baddies, you know, the bitches that keep their hair done, they nails done, always on a different trip, always in a luxury brand, is because you bitches give off the impression that you don't need help. We'd rather help the girl that's working overtime, working in doubles, still trying to get to somewhere, but she just can't get there. She need a little motivation. She need a little help. Yeah, we'll help her. Bitch, I'm not helping you when you got a $3,300 Louis bag. I don't care if you pay for it or not. This is the problem with you creating the image. You bitches are create a rich bitch image. Then as soon as you meet a nigga, you try to make it seem like you're going to die if he can't pitch in to help you. Let's make some shit make sense. No, most niggas ain't stupid. The thing is, a lot of you bitches don't even know how to stroke a nigga's ego to get what you need to get out of him. You just come straight panhandling. Dry as hell. You ain't own shit, nothing. Just think you entitled to a nigga pockets. So yes, a nigga is more liable to help a girl who's actually in a struggle and trying to get somewhere rather than a bitch that's trying to keep up an image and a validation of other bitches that don't even like her in the first place.
This exposes the clash between entitlement and effort. Women who flash wealth, flaunt independence, and brag they don't need anyone send a clear message: no room for support. That posture doesn't attract, it repels. The polished social media persona, the IG baddie routine, thrives on appearance and outside approval, but it lacks substance. Men notice when someone is more invested in validation than in connection, and they know their efforts won't be valued.
So I get asked why guys aren't helping girls anymore, and I have a perfect example of why. So first off, don't yell at us for opening the door. That's the reason why we don't open the door anymore. But I saw this thing on the news that is the perfect example, exactly why men do not help you anymore. So this lady was getting attacked in New York, and the guy gets out of his truck, fights off the attacker. The attacker then pulls out a gun and shoots the guy. The police show up, and the lady then says, no, that guy got out of his truck and attacked me, and the boyfriend shot him in defense. But when the police question witnesses and the videotapes of nearby businesses, they saw the truth, and then the lady finally confessed that, yeah, the boyfriend was attacking her, and the guy defended her, and the boyfriend then shot him. This is the reason why men aren't helping women anymore. We get lied and disrespected so much that it's not worth the risk of us being in trouble for attempting to help.
Amen. Say it louder for the ladies in the back. Straight up facts. And what do we hear women say? We got this. Well, alrighty then. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.